Hello and welcome to Adventure Sean, where today I'm here in Southend-on-Sea in Essex to come and check out the world's longest pleasure pier. That's right, here in Southend they've got a pier that stretches out just over 1.3 miles. And in this video I'm going to check out the pier, have a walk along it, and of course check out the railway that's located there on the pier as well. Now it actually dates back originally to 1830, that's when it first opened. However, back then it was much shorter than it is now. Of course, it was a wooden structure, now it's an iron structure. And yeah, we're going to learn all about the pier and the railway throughout this vlog. So I'll make my way around the corner towards the entrance where we can pay to actually go onto the pier. I'll show you the prices just there and give you a bit more information all about it. In terms of face coverings, they are required in parts of the pier. Of course, I'm going to be going on the railway where you do need to wear a face covering. So I've got it ready in my pocket and I'll put it on wherever I feel I need to. And of course, it is necessary where I'm on the pier. So here we go, come and join me here for another adventure from Southend-on-Sea. Right then, so in terms of the prices for Southend Pier, as you can see here, the summer walk is advertised at £2 for an adult or £1 for a child. Concessions are £1 also, and that's if you want to walk both ways. What I'm going to do in this video is do the walk and ride, as you can see down there at the bottom, and that means we can walk one way and get the train the other way, and that's £5 for an adult, £2.50 for a child, and concession. And they've also got family ticket prices there as well. In terms of the pier and where it's located, it's actually right in the middle here of the Adventure Island amusement park. I am going to be filming a vlog over on Theme Park Worldwide from here, so make sure you check it out. It doesn't look very operational yet, and that's because it doesn't open for another half an hour or so. But yeah, I will be filming a vlog over on my other channel, Theme Park Worldwide. But yes, let's make our way down this way, pay at the little booth just here, and let's go on a bit of a walk and a train ride, of course. So I've just purchased the ticket and here I am straight onto the pier, about to start that 1.3 mile walk. There's a nice view over there, again, of Adventure Island. You can kind of see what I mean in terms of the park is on both sides of this. They've actually got a tunnel that runs just underneath here that connects the two sides of the park. And here we go, it's time to start that walk. In terms of social distancing measures, seems like it's just a walk on the left-hand side. And of course, when you're coming back this way, you walk on the right. However, I'm going to be getting the train back. As we enjoy this walk on Southend Pier, let's go and have a look at this information board just over here. Here we go then, so a really nice aerial photo there of Southend Pier. Of course it shows the long walk that I'm going to be doing down here, but I thought, you know what, it's better doing that and getting the train back, isn't it? Because at least I get to the end and think, oh, I can get a nice train ride back. Yeah, it's actually the world's longest pleasure pier, and some more information about it here. Like I say, a wooden pier was originally built here in 1830, then this existing pier was actually constructed alongside the wooden one between 1889 and 1890, and then in 1890, of course, it opened with the electric tramway on here as well. So yeah, lots of fantastic information. I do like looking at all the different boards just here, and I'm sure there'll be some more along the way giving us some more facts. Right there in the distance, if I zoom in a little bit, you can just see the train making its way down. There it is. So yeah, let's go and start the walk just down here. So I've been walking for about 5 minutes so far, and already you can see how far back we are from Adventure Island, that seafront amusement park just there. Some of the rides starting to test this morning as well. Ready for that opening? It's only a few minutes away, so of course when I come down from here, that's where I'm heading to next. In terms of how wide the pier is, not that wide at all actually. Of course you just got the train track there on the left. You actually saw the train making its way down shortly, and I'm sure before I get down to the end here we'll see it pass a couple of times. Imagine it won't be too long until it's heading back down that way to the other end. Then we might even see it come back again. Yeah, in terms of social distancing, they've got to keep left signage all in operation here. Seems to be working fine. Really nice amount of seating around here as well. Worth pointing out, there's no toilets whilst you're walking along here. However, when we get down to the end, I believe there is some toilets just there. Here we can see some of the different animals, all the different birds that we can see. Because of course we're stretching out here into the Thames estuary. That's exactly where this is being built. where the River Thames really widens up. Here we go, 1/3 of a mile. Oh yeah, so they've got the markers all the way down. That's quite good. Shows just how far we've got left. Getting them steps in already today. Not even done the park yet. Here we can see the passing loop then for the train that of course runs straight down the middle of the pier. This allows for 2 trains to run at one time, so of course they'll radio each other, stay in contact, and then make sure they meet in the middle just here so they can pass each other. So yeah, the pier's a little bit wider at this point. Still not as wide as some of your other piers that you get out there, but you got to think, this is really, really long. So yeah, it couldn't be really wide all the way down. Would have cost an absolute fortune to have built. But yeah, it's just a little bit wider that allows for the trains to pass each other just here. In terms of the view looking back now at 2/3 of a mile, as we can see, yeah, still quite a way to go. Right down there in the distance. It's getting a bit closer. Plenty of people sitting there on the train. I imagine quite a lot of people get the train both ways, but I thought, I've got to do it. I mean, I've got to do the walk if I'm coming on the world's longest pleasure pier. Beautiful day for it today as well. See quite a few different boats out here as well now. We're getting further out. Finally getting above some water. Probably go for about 15 minutes, I'd say. And of course, Southend keeps getting further and further away. You can barely even make out Adventure Island from this point. Just reached the 1 mile point then here on Southend Pier, so not too far to go now, about 0.3 of a mile, so I reckon another 7 or 8 minutes till I make it down here to the end. So after just over 20 minutes, I've made it here to the other end. I've made it to the train station. Still a little bit further to go until I'm right at the end of the pier, but of course this is the point now where we've reached that other train station, the end of the line, end of the tracks. So we'll carry on down this way. In terms of what there is down here at the end of the pier, I'm not exactly too sure, but what I do know is that the pier has quite a few different fires over the years, meaning that different buildings have been rebuilt and repurposed and things have been changed up. Great place for a jog, isn't it? Lovely. Yes, there's been quite a lot of changes, and we can see the large glass structure in front of us down there. That's of course one of the newer structures here. I'll get some more information all about that when we get down there. But here we go. Along to the end of the world's longest pleasure pier. From this point, we'll have a bit of a look back. There we go, all the way down towards Southend. Yeah, we've walked quite a way. Here we go then, so I've made it right here to the end of Southend Pier. As you can see by this nice little marker that you get at the end, really good photo opportunity. As you can see, we've made it to that point now of 1.33 miles, 7,080 feet. Let's have a bit of a look round here at the end of the pier. It's actually pretty big down here at the end of the pier. Lots of areas to sit down and relax and just take in the sunshine, especially if you come on a nice day like today. And you've got toilet facilities, of course, and plenty of places to buy food and drink as well. So along with that, you've got this large building here in the middle that was actually completed in July 2012, and this is the Pier Pavilion. Now, like I say, the pier over the years actually had various different fires, and parts of it were destroyed, and yeah, this is the newest part of the pier, if you like, and this was completed, like I say, in 2012, so 8 years ago. You can see this building from down in Southend, 1.3 miles away, just about, but it's quite hard to make out what it is. There's a cafe in there, it's a theatre that can see about 150 people, I think I was reading just. So yeah, you know, it's not a massive venue, but it's certainly something just down here at the end of the pier. You've also got places for fishing down here as well. I think they normally allow it all the way down the pier actually, but because of social distancing at the moment, that's something what they aren't doing, which is completely understandable. But you can down here at the end where there's a lot more room. And you've also got the lifeboat house just down here as well. So we'll just go and check that out down here at the end. So there is actually an RNLI shop, but it's closed at the moment down there. I imagine that's maybe due to social distancing because it's quite a small shop. What we can do is just come up here onto the top where we can get a fantastic view back towards Southend, and you can really see just how far the seafront is now, and of course Adventure Island as well. Here's a good zoom in for you, all the way back down there. Fantastic. Still can't see many rides running around though at first glance. It's been open for about 40 minutes now, but of course I'll be heading down there shortly. In terms of Southend, it doesn't seem very busy at all. Of course, coming to the end really now of that time before the schools are going to be reopening, kids are going back to school, so I was expecting it to be quite busy down here. People are making the most of those last few days, but no, it doesn't seem that busy so far. Maybe it will be later. Whew, windy. Loads of seating and places just to relax around here, which is great. And you've got the large bell just down there at the bottom as well. I think we've got to walk down to the end just here. I've come so far, feel like I need to go down right to the end here as far as I can. That's absolutely huge. You don't realise actually when you're a little bit further down there. And here we go, as far as I can go, right at the end just here. Southend Pier, the longest pleasure pier in the world. At least I can say I've been right down to the end and not just to the sign there. I'm not too sure why the sign's there really, it needs to be a bit further. But right, I'm going to carry on down this way, have a little look about, and then we'll get on the train back. I can't see it down there, so maybe it's coming up from the other end. I think there's only one running today. Looks like I've timed it just about right there. The train's just making its way back up over here. Probably about 2-3 minutes away. So yeah, I'll make my way around this way and get back on the train. Worth pointing out, if you are coming here at the moment, then you do need to wear a face covering on board the train. So I'll pop mine on and then we'll get on there. Here we go, time to get on the train. Then we'll head around into this one just here. These are cute little things, aren't they? And here we go then, departing for that journey back. Plenty of room here on the train. In fact, I've got this whole side of the carriage here to myself. Just sit back, relax and enjoy that 1.33 mile journey back to Southend. Can't beat the sound of these trains on piers like this. Just clunking with every movement, I love it. Brilliant. So we've been going for about 6 minutes so far here on the train, and not too far to go now. So we're back here in the station. reminds me of a London Underground station down here. There's the other train just there on the side. So loading up some goodies there to take down to the other end of the pier. And there we go. So there we go then, a wonderful visit there to Southend Pier, the longest pleasure pier in the world. And it was great. I think it's really good value as well. The fact it's only £2 if you want to walk both ways. But yeah, I'm quite glad that I paid to go on the train. I think £5 is an absolute bargain for saving doing that walk back. But no, it's a really, really nice walk along there. You've got to think what they're charging, I think is fair. As much as quite a lot of piers are free to walk on, I think charging for that is completely understandable because of the length of it and the maintenance costs. There must be a lot of work that needs to go into keeping that, the upkeep of it and just keeping it going, especially with the trains and just replacing things like the wooden planks all the way along the pier. But no, really enjoyed that. I thought it was well worth going for a walk along, and the train was a nice little feature as well. So there we go. Thanks for joining me for another adventure here from Southend. Like I say, over on Theme Park Worldwide, my other channel, that's where you're going to be able to see the vlog that I'm filming today from Adventure Island, which is the amusement park that you can just see behind me. So yeah, that vlog will be coming up over on Theme Park Worldwide. Thank you so much for joining me for another adventure here from Southend, and that leaves me with one more thing to say. Get out there and have your own adventures. See you all soon.